show you how to play the second page of the letter notes for Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. So this will take off where I've already given a tutorial on the first page. I'll play the second, show you how to play the second page. So I'm going to pick it up at the bottom of the first page. We're down here on an F sharp in the bass. It's octaves. So anytime I go an octave that'll go past this keyboard, on a regular piano you'd have an octave. You'll see my thumb just playing that, and that'll be an octave. So we're picking it up at the F sharp, and it'll sound like this. And then we go to the B. Now that B is an octave in the bass, and then you're gonna hold that for a while, and then you're gonna walk up with E, G, E, B. So the octaves will be on the E and the G, but on the B I won't be able to play the octave. It'll just be a single note. So in the right hand, you're going to have these three note figures: B, D, F sharp. So we're in B minor, B, D, F sharp, B, D, F sharp. Then it goes to B major, B, D, F sharp, and then we've got an octave, B, D, F sharp, and then we've got an octave and a note. It goes up and puts that C in there as a non-harmonic tone. So you've got an E minor chord with a C thrown in there, just to give a kind of a modern sound to it. And then we've got an A sharp against that B, E, G, then back to the B and the chord. Then we do it again. Then we resolve it back to the B. So with the left hand, you'll hear it like this. And then this B will just sustain. Now there is a bit of a reach problem there. If you have too small of hands, you've got to be able to reach an octave plus one note. And then you've got to be able to reach the one note less than an octave with your fourth finger there, because you're going right back to the octave. I guess you could do that with your little finger too. I use my fourth finger right there, my ring finger. And then we go on with it goes back to this B, D, F sharp, and now we've got a G sharp in the bass. So we're coming up, and then we're going to go down to a G sharp, and then down to an F, and then back up to an F sharp, to a B, and then to octave Cs. And then you're going to go all the way down to this C sharp by itself. And the right hand's going to come down to this octave C sharp. So the right hand's going to come down. So let's pick it up right there at that G sharp, where we've got B. Right at that G sharp, we're going to have a G sharp down here, and then we're going to have B, D, F. So what you basically got there, we'll pick it up right at the G sharp, and what you have there with this G sharp in the bass, you've got a diminished seventh sound. Minor third, minor third, minor third. It's that train whistle sound, so you've got that going on. We've got, and that resolves to an F right here. Now here you're going to have a B with a C sharp, G sharp. Okay, so you've got, and then you're going to go to an F sharp in the bass with an A octave, C sharp, F sharp. So right there you can see that you've got your F sharp minor chord. That one's an easy one to see, to analyze, because you got your F sharp minor, F sharp A, C sharp, and then we got F sharp in the bass. And then we go to a B straight. This is a straight G chord with the B in the bass. G, B, D. And a C in the bass. And here we're going to have an F sharp, A, D sharp. So you've got your D sharp, F sharp, A, C. It's another diminished seventh. And it doesn't really matter with the diminished seventh, it doesn't matter where you start that diminished seventh. It's all minor thirds. You can start thinking of a C, and then it'll go all the way up the keyboard. That's the thing about a diminished seventh. It doesn't matter where those notes are, they fall, because you've got that going on right there. So you've got, and then we go to a C sharp, and we come all the way down to this C sharp. Now there you've got your F sharp, A, C sharp right there. There we've got our F sharp. There we've got our F sharp, A, C sharp, our F sharp minor chord, but we've got C sharp is playing in the bass. It's a pedal tone over that, and then we keep the C sharp. So we go from a C sharp, F sharp sound to a C sharp sound, C sharp major sound, and then we're going to have, it's going to hit 3 notes in the bass. If you've got a full-size piano, it's F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. I'll just play the C sharp and the F sharp here. We go to an F sharp minor sound, back to it, F sharp, A, C sharp, and then we start crawling up the keyboard. A, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A, and then we have this C sharp with the little finger hitting that 16th note in there. We got that anticipation. Now we're going to go from this F sharp up to an F, C sharp, F in the bass. So it's going to be, and then you can hold that back just a little bit while your left hand gets set if you want to. It doesn't hurt it. And this time we're going to have the C sharp with the octave, and then we're going to play a G sharp B, C sharp G, sharp B, C. And then we do it again. So we get, and with this time we're going to go to the F sharp. We're already at the F, C sharp, F sharp, F. We're going to go right up to the F sharp without that C sharp in the middle. And we're back to that F sharp minor sound. And then we're going to go to a C, F sharp, A with a D sharp here. There's that diminished seventh sound again, coming back, but now we got a D sharp at the bottom. And then we go to a C sharp, and then to a D sharp with, now here we're going to have a C, G sharp, C at the bass. Hits that again, and then resolves it up to this E. Now we're going to go from the C sharp, is the C, G sharp, C, to a C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. And we got this E up here. So what you've got a C sharp minor sound right there, which we're in the key of C sharp minor. And we've got it down here. Now we're back to the F sharp in the bass and a D sharp, F sharp, A. It's an implied, it's a diminished chord without the seventh. See, it doesn't have the seventh in there, it's just got the D sharp, F sharp, A, diminished chord. Now there we've got the C sharp, E, A sharp, and a G down here. So there you go with the diminished seventh again. And then here we're going to break the chord. Now that's the end of page 2, but on page 3 he does it again. So what we've got there, we've got a G sharp in the bass, and we've got C, D sharp. We've got a C up here. C, C, D sharp, G sharp, C, D sharp, A, C, D sharp, G sharp. Now on the next page, when he does that, he doesn't repeat this high C. He just plays that bass again, that G sharp again. So now, what I'd like to do for you right now is to play it all the way through from the beginning through the first and second pages, and I'm going to put a tag on the end of it. After I get through that first and second pages, I'm just going to go right to the C sharp minor tag. that's the way the whole piece ends when Beethoven ends it at the end of page 5. But you got C, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, E, G sharp, E, C sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and then we'll just put the rest of the chord in the left hand, E, G sharp, C, C sharp. So we'll come out of there, it'll sound like this at the end. And that puts a tag on it so that you can end the piece right there. If you play that much of the piece, people will think you've played the whole thing, even though you've still got a couple pages you haven't done. Now I'm going to play it from the beginning all the way through that first and second page with the tag, without any breaks for instruction, just so that you can hear it in context.